Hey guys, how you doing? I just want to show you some video here. Get off to a slow start here. I think I'm grabbing a drink here at the beginning of this game, but this is on European server, and I thought, I talked about in one of my other videos. I made the switch to the European server just because there was too many artillery guys on the North American server, or the US server, I guess. So I made the switch over, and yeah, it lasted about a week at the most, 6-7 days, and then those guys started recognizing my name, and I just started to get hunted, same as before, but by the artillery guys who not only know where to shoot, but they know who to shoot, the smart ones anyway. So I made the switch because, as I said in another video, just to the European guys' credit, I guess, there was less, and there are, I believe, still less. I don't know if the actual numbers back me up, but it seems to me like there's less guys who play artillery on the European server. But the purpose of this video is to show you the switch back. This was my final game. Well, for now. I spent a long time on the European server because I was fed up with getting smoked each game. When there's just one artillery, it's hard to survive. It's just one in this, and I don't survive this match. As soon as I get spotted here, as soon as I get spotted, I'm under attack. And that's just the way it is for me. It's like unrelenting on the news that I deal with. They switch from firing at the guys. It took me a long time to actually catch up to where these guys were, because I was in the fridge getting trained. And but once they spotted me, that's it, I'm marked. And he finishes me off at the very same moment an artillery strike hits me. I watch who's beside me, a tier 10 beside me, another TD. Another tier 10 TD behind him. A T30 there, and the Badger. And the BZ55. But as soon as I was spotted, see what I'm getting at?
It was at this moment he knew he messed up.
As soon as I was spotted. So I decided, okay, let's go back to the North American server, see what's up here. There used to be a vast difference in the quality of players between the North American server and the European server. It was immense. It was huge. This was back when they had 3 servers on console. They had an Asian server, they had a European server, and the North American server. And so this is the first game back on the North American server. So reset it, give it a shot, see if things changed for the better at all. As I said, I made the switch from American server because of just the fewer number of guys who play artillery on it seems to me, on the European server, so I think we have a little bit better chance of surviving. The skill level used to be huge difference, but this was before 6.0. So I just picked out the first game actually was the second game, third, fourth, and so on game after making a click back to the North American server, to the US server. And the very first game was a victory. I was tier 8 in the tier 10 game, but some meatball in a in the motion was using me as a human shield, so I didn't last that game, but the team ended up winning. So this is the second game, and I decided to play my usual aggressive way, and had a decent game here on this tier 8 Italian TV. The last game was the I was working on that last game for the Philippine servers, working on the tier 9 Italian TV. So the difference, it used to be like night and day. Guys in the North American server really, you could say, kind of knew what they were doing in comparison to guys in the European server. They knew some basic concepts, but unfortunately, after 6.0, those guys got, for the most part, fed up and left, or years of frustration with artillery, and the switch to 6.0 on splitting the community. I think was the final straw for a lot of guys who played this game. Probably on both servers, but from that point, I think a lot of the guys who knew what they were doing were skilled, were experienced, who may even knew a little bit about what they were doing, what they were supposed to be doing. I think a lot of those guys got it was like the last straw. They got frustrated and left. And I would assert, based on just what I've seen today, from switching back to the North American server, that those guys have not returned. They have not returned to World of Tanks console. And I'll show you what I mean here in a bit. If we can get a couple of decent games out of the way first. There's this is the second game in. It was a decent game. I had a decent team support, and I got focused out on the end, but still the team comes through with a victory, which is always pleasant for me, and doesn't happen often enough, in my opinion. I decided to check how many times I got hit in comparison to other guys, because I knew I was getting focused pretty good. And there's only one other guy on the team that got hit more than me, and that's the guy in the Conqueror, the Tier 9 Conqueror. So I'm just going through the hit list here, and sure, the guy in the Conqueror got tagged a few more times than I did, but not the guys at the top. They didn't seem to get shot at nearly as much as me, not even close. So next game I pick up the Corvettes 1 and decide to take it out and see what happens. This ends up being a pretty big game too. Although I didn't at first, and on the first impression I thought it didn't look too good, but a little bit in here, because not enough guys were heading off to the left. I made up my mind I was gonna take this tank to the ruins up top there. And but eventually some guys start heading off to the left side and the left wing trying to support. So I continue with the plan. I'm looking that way. Not debating whether or not to start heading over there to help them, but some guys do end up going over there, and making sure that side doesn't collapse. Because I thought at first that that's kind of where they're going to make the push. Turns out it was a good decision to come to the ruins here. Find out this, there's going to be lots of their high-end targets are over here. So as I was saying, just the difference in the quality of the fighting knowledge, it was drastic between the Asian server, between the European server compared to the North American server. The North American server just had way better players, just way better. But now I would assert that is completely gone. It's completely gone. And it's gone since 6.0, as I said. Those guys left. And these games showed to me that although the first couple of games here was on good teams, but I would say, I'd have to say that those guys who did leave, they haven't come back. They have not come back. They haven't come back to the European Asian servers. Gone. They certainly haven't come back to the European server, because we watched them in videos. As of date, they've all been on the European server, and so these guys have not come back. There's just no way. As I said, these two games are pretty good, but after that you see and what's coming up, the virtually the same type of crap. Camp and lose gameplay and selfish gameplay exists on both servers. So trying to be a bit of a problem for the enemy team, just by sitting here, and guys are noticing that I am a problem, and they're gonna start shooting at me here. Artillery's has tried to light me up, but from where I'm positioned with a high wall beside me, they haven't been able to thus far. I kind of flubbed that shot there, but still doing okay. Still haven't gotten tagged, and don't mess with that one. And buddy here comes up to help me. He sees what's going on. He sees I'm kind of getting focused down, so I decided to see if I can take a peek at this artillery guy here. Sorry, this TD here. And I managed to get that 228 in the soft spot inside there. Here's another TD making a push. If I could have had a little bit more gun depression there, would have helped, but still the result's going to be the same for this guy. He gets taken out by that meeting that came up to help me. So now I'm hoping for this this object 257 here to make a mistake. And sure enough, he backs up and makes a mistake, but I'm not even capitalizing on that mistake. And now he doesn't like that shot there coming from his side, so he wants to focus me. And that tracking shot wasn't intentional. I was trying to kill him there, but didn't work. And he gets a pretty good shot off at me there, but I'm not going to miss this time. And he's gone. Next, it's just a mop-up from here. So it's not a bad game from the Corvettes. And not a bad game from our team. Team support and team aggression. No extended camping time in this game. Not from us anyway. Not from our team. So it's a very pleasant surprise. I didn't quite get the auto aim shot on him. But now it's just a rundown, and don't quite make the final shot either. I was a little bit disappointed in that because I almost had the guy lined up. Wasn't able to finish him off. So the selfish, the good guys are gone. And the selfishness that wargaming rewards has completely taken over gameplay. Doesn't matter so in other words, it doesn't matter what server you choose to go on to. The gameplay you're gonna find is the same. This is the guy that I was hoping to just be able to lock and finish off, but no, somebody else gets him. That premium tier 9 TE gets him actually. This guy here, he had a good game. 5 grand damage, 5 kills, pretty good. So it doesn't matter what server you pick. And I believe this is Wargaming's fault. Because as I said before, in my other videos, they reward selfish gameplay. We're going to see some, right? So there was 2 wins, 3 wins actually. Now you're going to see it switch to the same old, still on the North American server. But you see, they're doing the exact same thing as the guys on the European server. So I'm guessing guys are just, normally I don't like switching back and forth. I prefer to stick to one or the other. But maybe there's a lot of integration in the players going back and forth between server to server, and maybe it's just that there's virtually no difference in the skill level anymore. Look at where these guys are. This is a loss. I know this is a loss, and I'm thinking, oh god, here we go. Same old. You think you go to the North American server, you get better quality? No. No, you don't. It's ridiculous. Even guys on the European server, as we saw in that first game, I got taken out where I'm on the opposite number, on the opposite side over there. On this side of the map, the same map, I get taken out. Why? Because guys were being aggressive over here. And that was on the European server. But here, and one guy comes to come help me. In a heavy tank. And he's engaging, and artillery is helping me. But the other guys are just, it was too little too late to make a difference here, and I start getting focused down. Yeah, and it's not going to go well here for me. And how they're losing on the other side too, I don't know. But we're losing guys on the other side as well. Same old European server, North America, doesn't matter. So that Highlander came up to help me. He's gone. I'm gonna be gone here pretty quick. Because I'm getting focused as usual. and not enough help is, they're not even looking at the other guys, right? They're not even looking at those other guys who come over here finally looking. So, right, they're clearly aiming at me, clearly focusing me. And, I'm trying not to get hit here by anybody, actually. I'm trying my best not to get hit. But they really get slapped by one of the two artillery guys. They were both shooting at me. But the 261 guy. So here you go. We'll flash quickly over here to same old hill camp crew. Exactly the same thing that you see happening on the European server with guys who don't want to leave their spawn. This guy was kind of he's doing his thing, right? Eventually some guys moved up to where I was dead on the right hand side of the map. But once again, when you sit in the corner, you start to get, and don't move from your spawn, you start to get bitched in there. You bitch yourself into the corner. So I'm going to just skip ahead here a bit again and show some guys who are fighting. A little late, they showed up late, right? But at least they did see the relevance of going forward and trying to kill enemy tanks, which should be pretty basic, but I guess it's not. I guess that concept's not. It depends on how you kill them, right? Guys are, as you'll see here, they want to kill them at the end. So they're not caring about winning or losing. They're caring about their own selfish stuff. See what I mean at the end. Where have we seen that before? Where have we seen that before on the European servers? The games that show there, selfish stuff. You think it doesn't exist on the North Americans? Yeah, of course it does. Why does it exist on both servers? Well, because wargaming rewards it. So you're going to see a couple key examples in this game and the game to follow. So we're going to follow the Highlander. You know, he's been moving the fight, and there's an American medium that's gone to the other side, but he's still base camping there, but he's just trying to fend out the guys from the other side. Where's the guy in the Terran with skipping ahead here? This guy's going to push forward to attack, and he says, well, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go down fighting. Which you got to respect that. You got to respect that from Dan. But this guy here, the same flag on his tank, they used me as a human shield in the first game that they didn't show you, which was a victory. Now look where he's coming. He spent the entire game at his spawn, base camp. But when they come to the base, the alarm's going off. Yeah, all the bells and sirens are going off. He books it out of there. So why did you camp the base then? Right? There we go. There he is. He's booked it. He says, well, let's go over here. There must be nobody over there. Oh, wait a second. Guess this guy's over there. So you'll see I get the most spotting, which, you know, usually happens when you go forward. If they don't, this game does not reward spotting. It doesn't reward guys who are getting hit more than other people. Which, if the enemy team is focused on shooting at me, that means they're not shooting at you, right? That should be basic. Look where this guy finishes. Again, wargaming, rewarding, selfish behavior. So what do you get? You get selfish behavior. This should not be rewarded. When you spend your whole time camping at the base and run away when they come for the base, you should not be rewarded. Final game, final example for now. T-34-3. And I know they're going to go to that side. I know they're going to push that side. I go over to meet them. Guess what happens? Only one other guy on the team of 15 guys goes over there with me to meet the enemy. One guy. How is that any different than the European server? It's not. It's not. The quality of the player is just dog shit in this game now. All the other good guys, they're gone. They left. They're doing something else. I don't know what they're doing. They're not playing World of Tanks. Not playing World of Warships either, I can tell you that. Got some World of Warships videos that I want to get off my hard drive, because I'm done with that one. I just want to get them off my hard drive and show them to you, and if you're interested. And so they're closing in on me. This guy TDU came over here to supposedly help me. He's help me. I'm gonna die, so I'm gonna die going forward, much like Dan at the last game. I'm gonna die going forward. I'm gonna die going backwards or hiding in the back. Like you know what? Try not to swear as much. Man. Look at where the enemy is. Surprise, surprise. Look where our guys are. I guess. How's the game turn out? Well, no questions asked. It was a loss as soon as I died. As soon as I died. As soon as I was the only one to go over there, the game was lost. Here's the star of the show. Here's the video example here of the kind of thing, once again, that wargaming rewards. The guy who never leaves his base, he's relying on other people to win the game for him, because you're never going to win the game back there, bud. And I'm trying to be polite as possible and calling you bud. Or anybody else who does this. Watch how Bud here gets rewarded at the end. Guess who's gonna get rewarded for this loss? The guys who are responsible for the loss. Wargaming has to change this. Of course they won't. I guess they're quite content to watch other people who do find this frustrating and leave. Take their money and their time elsewhere. Can't wait for a new Cold War. Completely new game mode. Hopefully they don't reward this shit in that game. Hopefully they reward guys who play aggressively and to want to fight, not who want to hide. It's a war game. Why are you rewarding those guys who want to hide? Why do you reward those guys who run away from the enemy when they come towards you at the end of the game? The guy in the mall breaker there, the ball breaker, he was upset. He was pissed off because he's the only guy who went forward on that other side of the map there. And of course I'm the only guy to go forward on the left hand side of the map and got obliterated by all the enemies who were over there. No support, no team support. So what's going to happen? Your team's going to lose, but a guy like this right here, he flourishes in a game like that. Anyhow guys, thanks for watching, and once again, thank you.